Oh my lord. What's happening, lad? Yeah. Yeah, nice and early fucking morning, man. Let's get us on the tripod. Tell me if you can see me. Okay. We're good. No, we're not. I don't like that. Shrug on. What's happening, everybody? Let me know who's here. Looks like a scene from a horror movie. Like, shouts to you, Deadpool. Shouts to everybody in Liverpool. We're another day here, man. Refresh your thing, Jeffrey. Refresh your thing, brother. You should see something. Fuck it. Off straight's the new widescreen. Let's get into it. Looks cold, like it's freezing right now, lad. It is one cold morning, I'll tell you that much, mate. It's about -5 here in Melbourne right now. You know, yesterday it got real cold all of a sudden, brother. I remember I was riding my bike and it just started raining and it was cold and I was just thinking, what the fuck just happened, dude? It was a defining moment of the day. Shouts to you, Voodoo Child. Good to see you. I get the feeling someone in a mask is going to creep up on you. I got great senses though, dude. I got those spider senses. Like I can feel when someone's approaching me. Do you know what I mean? I can feel it. Like I can be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Plus I can see them in the screen. Would I rather speak Nigerian or what's a bagpipe? Fill me in on a bagpipe before I answer that question. Why are you riding so much at the moment? I've been doing a lot of deliveries on my bike lately. So you know, to earn decent money while you deliver, you need to do at least like 50k. That's like 30 miles or something. You know what I mean? Like that's 35 miles to do well, you know, to earn the money. So I've been doing that, bro, because it's like it is what it is, you know. It's quite enjoyable too, you know. I mean, you're in the city, it's bustling, it's booming. There's people everywhere. There's bodies. There's cars. There's, you know, it's mad. It's mad. Oh, Oi, I thought I read it bagpies, not bagpipes. Yeah. I'd rather speak Nigerian fluently. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn Chinese at the moment, dude. I'm trying to apply myself, you know, every day. After I finish this stream, what happens is usually I go lay in bed for like 10 minutes, bro, because I kind of get a bit tired. I don't know why. I just de-energize myself with talking for so much shit. But you know, I try and dedicate myself to like 10 minutes of Chinese learning. So, you know, I've had a few lessons now with my girlfriend. It took me a while to get her to fucking try and teach me some Chinese. You know, but I'm legit trying to become fluent, dude. I want to be doing intros in Chinese. I want to be in Chinese. I want to be in China talking Chinese. I want to be doing all sorts of shit in Chinese, man. You know what I mean? So I'm starting with numbers. You know, basic this one, that one. You know, I've known some stuff for a while, bro. But not everything. You fasting, lad? Yeah, brother, I'm fasting. It's day 3 now, bro. Better than being in an office. Yeah, it is. You know, it is much better than being in an office. I'll tell you that. Speaking Chinese and Portuguese is the future, right? I'm telling you, it is, man. I mean, if you're not learning Chinese, you're not preparing, man. Yeah, you have to prepare. You know what I mean? Start learning the Chinese, dude. I applied to become an Uber delivery. What country are you in? Fill me in on the country you're in. Where are we? Jess's family's from China. She's from Singapore, bro. You know, I like to claim it as Chinese, but she's actually Singaporean. But the heritage, like, if you go back from China, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like me being Arab. I'm more Arab than she is Chinese, put it that way. Any advice on Ramadan and fast? You know, I spoke to my boy yesterday, but he called me. He was on night shift in California somewhere, and he was fasting, right? And he was telling me about his fast. And the thing is with the fast is, like, you just got it really depends on your schedule. Like, for me, fasting's easy. Now, I'm not trying to say that in an arrogant way, but if you look at my schedule, it's very easy for me because I'm always up early, and I've been up early every day of my fucking life since 17 or something. You know what I mean? So I get up anyway at 4 a.m. every morning to go train. The only difference is when I finish training and I go ride my bike or something or do something, it's like 6:30, and you have to start fasting already. So what I've done is now I get up at 3 instead of getting up at 4. I'm training by 3:30 a.m. I'm home by like 4:45. The gym's just down the street from me. This is what I'm telling you about my schedule, how it makes it easy for me. It's just down the street from me. It's 24 hours. G-Gym, right? Doty's City. I move back, drink a lot. I've already drunken like 1.5 liters of water in between the gym session and the morning. I come back, I drink another 600 mils. I have my meal. It's my granola, my, you know, not the biggest meal, because I'm okay with being hungry. It's just more so the water for me. So, and then I drink another 600 mils of water. So I'm already like 2.5 liters of water down, right? So by the time I get dehydrated, it's like 2 o'clock. And then I'm busy throughout the day, so I'm kind of like distracted, you know what I mean? And I get my first hunger pang, like I get the first hunger pang like and in Melbourne, it's only a 12-hour fast. So I'm eating at like 5:10. So do you see what I mean? It just depends. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, brother, you have to give me the context of your life. And that was the longest way to answer that, but give me the context of fasting in your schedule. Because I always tell people who ask me about fasting and training, it's like you want to, the thing is, this is what you don't want to do, okay? You don't want to wake up, not eat, not drink, okay? And then train at like midday, and then fucking break your fast at 9 p.m. That's no-no, okay? Even if you have to sleep less during the month, if you want to train and you want to preserve what you got to do it a bit differently. I never heard of the saying, brother. Fill me in. Asian girls are hard to find, bro. But they're there. They exist. Zemma, Shasu Stefano. Okay. Alright, brother. Okay, I see what you're saying, white thing. Bro, in an ideal world, depending on your schedule, in an ideal world, you know, you'd want to be training in between that fasting window. What I mean by that is, like, you'd want to be training in between the hours where you break your fast and you start your fast. And in an extremely ideal world, you'd want to eat, and then, you know, if you sleep, wake up, train, eat, and then start fasting again. Do you see what I mean? I think that would be the smartest way to go about it. Now, some people can't do that because of gym opening hours and family, and they can't do that shit. But you're not gonna have to alter your lifting volume and program too much if you train like that. You know what I mean? Like if you ate a meal, like went to work, ate a meal, drank a fuck ton of water, ate some ice cream while you laid in bed. This is where I eat ice cream, lay in bed, eat some dark chocolate and shit, sleep, and then waked up 6 to 7 hours later, trained, and then ate, and then drank water. You don't have to cut back on shit. Like, I feel like a bull. I feel like a fucking bull. You know what I mean? But you might have to start altering volume and intensity if you're training completely fasted, no water in the middle of your fast during the day. That's when you're gonna have to start pulling back. Shouts you, Stefan Labardi. Is Jess fasting with you? No. No way, man. No way. What type of foods do I recommend? I reckon, I kind of don't eat as much. I eat vegetables, bro, but I'm not sitting there knocking back like a kilo of broccoli. So I'm still eating fibrous foods. I'm eating beans. I'm eating gluten. I'm eating bread. I'm eating ice cream. I don't want to sit there and have to chew through X amount of heaps of food that fills me up and I feel sick. You know what I mean? So I drink a bit of fucking soda. Stuff that's like moderate in volume, not high volume, low calories. I stay away from high volume, low calorie foods because I want to go to bed. You know what I mean? Like when you wake up early, bro, like I want to get to bed early so I can get enough sleep. I don't want to be sitting there like feeling like I'm fucked. And you drink like I'm drinking like 2 liters of water before I eat too. 1.5 liters of water. So it's all about managing, the stomach. Shouts to everybody who's here. If you got a question, it was day 3 of the Ramadan. It's day 3 of the Ramadan. What's the word I'm looking for? Marathon, stream marathon, Ramadan stream marathon. So if you got a question that's burning on your mind, even though I don't have the answers to fucking everything, and let's talk about it. That's the key. You get me, fam. Oh, you fucking get me, fam. Now I get it. Am I abstaining from sex during Ramadan? I think I'm, brother, I haven't even come to that yet. And that's something I'll deal with in the next couple of days. Yo, Ultra of the Ultra, I've never seen you before. Shouts to you, brother. Try to swear less, lad. Brother, I swear, bro. I swear as much as I swear. It's not a conscious thing. I don't try and swear, bro. And to be honest with you, I've thought about swearing less before, but that's even too much thought for me. Because swearing only has value as much as you give it. You know what I mean? If someone tells me fuck is bad when I have correct intentions when I use it, then it's good. You know what I mean? This is an evil fucking world, and plenty of people say some pretty good shit with evil intentions, and that's worse than me saying fuck with a smile on my face. You know what I mean? I played GTA Vice City for a while. I was a Vice City man. I was a Vice City man for a bit. Briefly, I was a Vice City man. But, I got off that. So, that was years ago, dude. Years ago. I forgot what I played Vice City on. Was it PS2? It might have been PS2, But I never played video games since. When I was younger, I pulled out the fucking, the body, like the little... I used to stuff cigarettes in my PS1. That was my first... And before that, I had the Nintendo. Oh, and I played Counter-Strike for a while. Dude. I was mad at Counter-Strike. Like, if you went back like 8 years ago, man, like, you would have found me like smoking a cigarette, playing Counter-Strike in some like underground networking hub in Jordan or something. Like, I was a fan of that. But then, you get over it, man. Love the live shit, lad. Henry, I haven't seen you here before. You might have been here before, but welcome. Shouts to you, brother. Thank you for joining. Who else is here? Speak up. Oh, shit. Don't be silent, lad. Don't be silent. Do you have any plans for an India doc? My next plans is, I'm trying to, I'm in a saving money, make money mode this month. I'm in full get money mode this month, not in a negative way. Just because at the end of Ramadan, I'm fucking off for a week. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's either gonna be South Korea, Hong Kong, or back to Taiwan, but to a new city. So that's what I'm trying for, and then I'm doing a series there. I'll be doing a vlog there, but I'll also be doing a series. Because I want to film shit for a series, but I also want to vlog myself, doing stuff. So that's gonna be 5 videos or something. I'm not labouring at the moment, brother. You know what I mean? Just because it's quieted down, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of happy I'm not labouring, bro. Just because of Ramadan and shit, and it's too hot inside. Shit, sorry guys, I fucking just did some zooming shit. Sorry, yeah. It's too hot inside, so I'm doing a lot of Uber, man. I'm trying to sell as many t-shirts. I know this will sound like a fuckboy comment, but it's not. I'm saying it from a good spot. I'm trying to sell as many t-shirts as I can this month, and I'm also trying to work as much as I can on the bike, bro. Just because, I can go at my own pace on the bike, and it's a hot pace anyway, but it's good, man. Yeah, I used to do that bunny hop and shit on Counter-Strike, dude. Be stabbing dudes. It was mad. What age do you lose your virginity? I'm getting anxious about it, lad. Why are you getting anxious about it, you know? The age is kind of irrelevant, brother. The age is kind of irrelevant. Like, I know, what do you get? Are you getting anxious that you're getting too old and you haven't had sex yet? Is that what you're anxious about? Shouts to you, Luke Bright. Dude, do you still check your PayPal? Yeah, I do check my PayPal, bro. Occasionally. Not often. I try and let it accumulate. How can I live a flexible life like you, lad, moving to new places often and shit? Well, bro, you know what? Like, I can't be fuck holding this shit today. The thing is, brother, you know, everyone leave me your questions and let's get into a conversation about it. The thing is, I think it has to do with, you know, it's a lot of work, man. You know, nothing's for free. Nothing comes for free. And nothing ever good comes for free. You know, if you always backtrack, it takes some effort and participation on your part. So my level of freedom, not that it's super free or whatever, you know what I mean? So I think freedom is a state of mind, but it's just choices, man, and it's what you deem free, lad. Like to me, freedom's getting to eat what I want, think what I want, be who I want. That's freedom. And then beyond that, traveling experiences and shit, then it's just like you just need to make money. Like, that's just the simple thing, and find ways to make money that you enjoy. You know, like to me, I enjoy riding my bike, I enjoy laboring. You know, little stuff can become extremely lucrative, bro. And what I mean by that is when you start enjoying every cent that you own, it's extremely lucrative, because then it's just like, I'm enjoying it and making money. This is sick. Shouts to you, Luke, bro. I'm gonna check it after, brother. Like, bro, fasting's great, man. You know, shouts to Newton's Law, man. You gotta let me know how it goes for you, dude. I'll be interested to see how you feel. I might do a vlog. You know, today I might work night shift on the bike because I might be filming there's a trade show, a food trade show. My friend Eddie wants to go to it, you know what I mean? So he messaged me this morning. I got a message this morning when I woke up. It said, you want to come with me? And I was like, fuck, I can make a video about this. This might be sick, you know, so I might do that. Cheers, brother. Appreciate the truth. Yeah, Henry, man. I mean, Henry, I don't know if you asked that thing about the freedom and the money. Okay. Yeah, bro, I mean, like, it takes time, dude. And it takes time, and it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of good thoughts, and it takes a lot of good intention, and it takes a lot of action. I know it sounds cringy. I hate using the word action, but it actually fucking does, dude. When you think about it, it actually practically, on a practical level, it takes a lot of it over a long period of time. Affect my full-time cycling, brother. I could probably do 80 k's a day fasted. You know what I mean? You know. Well, it depends on why you want to fast. Like, are you a Muslim trying to fast for Ramadan? You know, I wouldn't recommend fasting if it's not for that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, shouts to you. Shouts to you for not wanting to be a slave, man. I mean, being a slave is internal, bro. You know what I mean? Being a slave is a mind state. You know what I mean? So the fact that you're already not in that mindset means you're free. You know. That's 21st century slave shit, you know what I mean? 21st century slaves, not like you got shackles on your arms. It's like you got a shackle on your mind, bro. What do I think about Muslims that don't fast? Well, I've done plenty of Ramadans and never fasted in my life, man. You know what I mean? I haven't participated in them, so, you know, it's just each to their own, brother. I'm not, you know, like, it's just each to their own. I don't really care, you know? That's just what they're doing, and what the thing is about religion, and the thing is about spirituality, and the thing is about what you believe in. 9 times out of 10, you know, I don't judge it, man, and I don't expect cunts to judge. Cunts used to tell me, Abdullah, you're not a Muslim, or Abdullah, you're not this, and it's just like, dude, I don't care, like, because if you like, why are you even saying that shit, dude? Why do you even care about me, brother, like that? You know what I mean? Why do you even question it? Like, it's meant to be a relationship with you and the higher power. You and the higher power. Not like judging everybody else in their relationship with the higher power. Nah, brother, it's just your relationship with the higher power, man. Shouts to everybody who's here, man. I mean, seriously, I'm loving these streams lately. Everyone's coming through. I'm going out on my first bike ride tomorrow. Recommend that. Shall I do an hour set of distance? If you're going out for your voodoo child, but the thing is, when you go out for your first bike ride, congratulations. Shouts to Luke Bright. You know, that is true. You know, congratulations for going out on your first bike ride. The thing is, bro, just enjoy it. You know, that's your own duty, man. There's no distance. There's no time. You ride until you fucking enjoy it and come home when you feel like coming home. That's it. You know, whatever that ends up being is whatever it ends up being. You know, there's nothing else. You know, and that you want to keep it like that for as long as you can, man. You don't want to have a set of parameters to ride by, like hours, watts, because that just becomes, if that's not needed, then don't apply it to yourself, because it's just only going to ruin the process for you. Best rap album I ever listened to. Oh my god, dude. I mean, some of the best rap album, you know. Fuck, man, it's tough. It is tough, man. You know, I would say Illmatic's probably one of the best albums I've ever listened to. Jess is messaging me in Chinese. Shouts to you, Henry Moat. Anytime's a good time to go to do what you want, man. Ride a bike or whatever, man. I'll still Illmatic, yeah. Illmatic's pretty great, man. Illmatic's pretty great. What is it like being a 9 from 10 looking cunt? Well, thank you for the compliment. And I'm fat and ugly. I mean, you're only as fat and ugly as you believe, lad. You know what I mean? So, you know, work on that. Work on that, bro. If I wasn't living in Oz where I'd be living in the Middle East, so I'd be living in Asia. Straight up. Who's the moderator in here? Spam it. Hit me with some spam. It blows my mind that Nas was only 19 when he wrote Illmatic. I mean, it blows my mind, but it doesn't blow my mind, dude. You know what I mean? Because are the t-shirts regular fit or slim? Whatever you want them to be, they're going to be, brother. What do you want them to be? You want them to accentuate the body parts and enlighten you? They will do that. You want it to be loose? They can be loose. It depends on the sizing, brother. Hit me up. Do I have dual nationality? No. I got ID in Jordan. You know what I mean? That's it. But that's kind of on a suspect note with me too, because every single person in my family has different last names. Like I have a different last name to my dad, and I have a different last name to my mum. So if I took my dad's last name, then I'd something to do with the military. I don't know what it is. No, the thing is, brother, I'm like XL shirts available. Yes, they are available. Wait, are they available? Go check online. Oh, someone here who's a moderator. I'm pretty sure they're available, brother. Type in my Shopify. Who's a moderator? Type in my Shopify Glucose Network. You'll find it. Like, can't be W. Hit this kind up with the spam, brother. Shouts to you. He wants to get a size up. You know, I believe in a higher power, bro. I believe in a higher power. I always have believed in a higher power. When you call it Allah, Buddha, fucking whoever you want to call it, I've always believed in it. You know, I've never, ever felt obliged to believe in anything because of my family. And my family's been good enough to me to always try and just let me believe in what I want to believe in. You know what I mean? But at the same time, bro, I don't really subscribe. People are going to say, you know, if you go by definition, I don't really subscribe to a lot of stuff, man. I'm just going to walk. Oh, if the walking gets distracting, you guys tell me, okay? All right, shouts to you, Can Be W93. If you want to get kitted out in the most glucose network shit, hit the link up, get specced out, and let me know if you purchased. You know, I've never been to Tasmania, brother, but my friend Thomas has been to Tasmania. And he loves it, and his mate Ryan is also from Tasmania, who's also my mate, and he loves it. You know, so people love this shit. Do I ever store up fast for hours? Not really, bro. I have before. Not all the time. Not all the time. I mean, the reflection that rap, the thing is, brother, rap music is harder to find. The world's becoming, this is the difference, bro. And this kind of relates back to that question about Nas writing such a great white dynamite. You're gonna look phenomenal in the shirt, brother. Just tell me what color you buy when you get it. The thing is, the reflection of rap is just a reflection of the connection of the mass mindset of the world at the current time. Now, let me say that without being so fucking confusing. As the time goes on, ban this Bill Gates cunt, fuck the cunt. As time goes on, the world we're getting more and more disconnected. You know what I mean? So, the people's ability to express themselves is becoming blocked up because we're all getting blocked up. You know what I mean? We're all getting blocked up. So the amount of people who are unblocked, who are able to express themselves, who are able to achieve a higher level of awareness is becoming less. So it's getting reflected less in the music scene. You know what I mean? That's why you only have a handful of people speaking stuff that really makes you feel a certain type of way. Stuff, when they say stuff, even in the most basic stuff, it really hits home. There's only like 5 people you can name in the rap scene who really do that. You know what I mean? So if we go back to the 90s and the 80s and 70s, fuck, bro, it was a different time, dude. It was just a different time. The world wasn't like it is today, man. We're heading into a worse place, you know what I mean? Not heading to a better place. And that gets reflected in everyday expression and the people's ability to express themselves. So when you see someone who's great at expressing themselves, and you see someone who's great at rapping, you see someone who's got great expression when they rap and it really hits home with you, then you have to think about that kind of the way they think. And generally, we look at rappers who express themselves and make dope music, we look at their whole mindset and their whole life, and you think, man, this cunt's got a pretty killer life and a pretty killer way of life, and he's got a pretty good outlook on life in general. And that's why their music's good. Shout out to the Chief Marketing Officer, CamBW93, thank you. I used to watch Elliot Holst a long time ago. I haven't watched Elliot Holst in a long time, brother. You fill me in on what he's doing. You think Joey Badass will go mainstream? Well, I think he already is mainstream. Now, I'm not saying mainstream like the cunt's got whack music. I think his music's amazing, but he's famous as fuck. You know what I mean? So that's mainstream. Thoughts on vegan gains? I mean, my thoughts on vegan gains are my thoughts on vegan gains, brother. Just ordered a shirt. Shout out to you. We got the first shirt down, lads. We got the first shirt fucking down. Anyone else speak up now? Shouts to Ben Griffins. Keeping the channel alive. Keeping the dream alive. Keeping small films alive. I love it. How do you pronounce your last name? Well, in English they say Zainab. In Arabic they say Zainab. You know what I mean? Hey, Cam. I tell you what, brother. If I was fucking rich, if I had expendable mad income, I'd make you my chief marketing officer, and I'd pay you $1,000. Do I listen to the blues? No. Okay. We got a great comment here. Okay. As far as in the East, every time I get an urge to eat, but I fight the craving, I'm aware of the moment and the best control, and it fits the best feeling. Control the food, you control the people. Shouts to you, brother. I love it. It's just an active discipline. I'm not saying everybody should fast. I'm just saying, for me right now, with what I believe in, I just think it's a valuable tool for me to do. You know what I mean? And I love being in control of shit, man. You know what I mean? I love the feeling of I love the feeling of, I know it might sound weird, but this is what I love about fasting and why I think it's valuable for me sometimes is I love the feeling of having not a lot of energy to give and only applying the energy I want to give to the things that matter the most. That's what I really value. Thoughts on drama in Chiang Mai, ATM with Durian Ryder and Sam. I don't really subscribe to that shit anymore, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Like, I used to not follow the drama, but follow the drama. Like, I would like not get involved with it, but I'd follow it and watch it. But now I realize that all the fuckboys, man, they don't do anything for me, man. And if anything, I wake up in the middle of the night and take a piss. I don't want to be hit with thoughts about what's happening with Sam and Duran and Chiang Mai. You know what I mean? That's not, you know, I know that's entertaining. Trust me, I know that shit's entertaining. And I know that, like, but trust me, it's not good for your head. It's not good for your head. And take this from me, from a low-key drama follower, that it's not good for your mindset. Even if it's not completely detrimental, you'll be better for it if you leave it, man. Because you got to practice what you preach, man. You can't be one of these cunts who says like, yeah, like I'm all positive fucking vibes. I'm all fucking for positivity. I don't support this shit. These guys are being fuckboys. And then you go fucking click on every single video and watch all of them and keep up to date with it, you know? You can't, man. It's just contradictory. And you don't want to support these cunts, man. If anything, you don't want to support these cunts doing all this whack stuff, because if you actually care about these cunts, don't give them the attention, man, because they love the attention. These cunts have nothing, man. They thrive on the attention of other people because they got no relationship with their self, man. That's why they get lost in all this whack shit. So it's like, why support that? It's just so basic. Yeah. You know, I don't really dislike any of them. It's not like, you know, I don't really have any. You know, I've hanged out with Harley so many times, and like, yeah, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm the first guy to say he's a cunt, but also like I've experienced great sides of the guy. So it's just neutral. It is what it is. It doesn't do me any good to fucking try and think bad of the guy. You know what I mean? Same thing with Sam, man. Like, I've known Sam for a long time. I've hanged out with Sam several times. Every time I've hanged out with Sam, he's been a great dude. Now, if they want to go act like children on the internet, that's on their behalf. You know what I mean? That's what they want to do, and they can do that. But I'm not going to be supporting it. They are good dudes. I mean, most people are good dudes at a base level, man. They are good dudes, man. Voodoo child, don't use the word hate, brother. Even though I know what you're saying, don't use it. I'm being like my mum used to tell me, man. You can't hate, lad. As much as you want to, you can't, brother. My mum always used to tell me, Abdullah, you have to say. She say, don't ever say the word hate, say you dislike. Do I know Callum? I don't know Callum von Moga. I know, you know, I know of him. I've seen him before. I've never met him. You know, I've never met Bradley Martin. I've seen him before. I've never... You know, I just think the word hate doesn't do you any benefit, bro. You know what I mean? Because then you just do hate, you just become a hater, man. And you do hate-filled activities and you participate in hate. It's not good. Do I ever get shit? You know, like I've never really got shit, man. You know, I've got a good group of people around me, bro. Like, I never really got, if anything, I got supported with my relationship with Jess. Like, I would have dinner with my mate Tamas and he would be like, fuck, dude, she's a good girl. And I'd be like, yeah. And he'd be like, you have to capitalize on the opportunity. And I'd be like, you're right. I can't let this one slip up, man. You know what I mean? So I've always had support. You know, I've definitely had people be like, not like just kind of surprised, you know what I mean? I've definitely had, you know, a bit of hate on the internet here and there, but it's just like, it's irrelevant, man, you know what I mean? You can't, it boils down to the same thing as it does every time. It's like, why would someone else's view on my relationship dictate the value of my relationship? You know what I mean? How can that be possible? You know what I mean? The only person who gives value to my relationship and the worth of it is me. You know what I mean? Not some other fuckboy on the internet who doesn't know what's going on. You know, whose mind's the size of my fucking nail. You know? Marco, good to see you. Tommy Evans. Canby W is a moderator. He's my chief marketing officer. You know, I'd love to bring a little glucose girl or boy into the world. You know, I'm just waiting for my money, man. I'm waiting for my money. You know, I want to be at a place in my life when I have a baby. I don't want to be at a place in my life when I have a baby and I just retire and I do nothing with my life and just sit at home and go, I have a baby now, eh? But I want to be, you know, I'd want to provide for my baby. You know what I mean? And right now, I couldn't do that on the scale I'd want to. So when the money's correct for my baby, then, you know, yeah, bro, I'm going to be having the child. First of all, you know, my mum's got to retire, you know, because I'm Arab, so the child has to know the child has to know my mum, and he needs to know Mandarin. So there's a few things that need to happen. He needs to know Mandarin. That means he needs to go back to Singapore to learn. You know what I mean? Plus, he needs to know Arabic. That means he needs to spend time in Australia. So, you know, there's a few things I got to tick off, like having enough cash for my mum to retire, having enough cash to do both. And how to do, trust me, brother, I'll be instilling some value in my son, man, or daughter. H is a great dude, brother. H is a great dude. H is a lifestyle, bro. H is just an embodied, you know, you might see the embodied version of H looking like Vin Diesel, but H is a lifestyle, man. You know what I mean? It's H-ism, or however you want to look at it. I'm going to make the onesie. The money's on the way. Shouts to you, Simon. Why the name the Glucose Network, brother? You know, it depends how you look at it, man. You can make sense of everything when you look back on it. Like, at the time I made the Glucose Network, it's because I was heavily loving the glucose, right? But the Glucose Network, it has as many. You can think about it in whatever way you want to think about it. Like, you might say glucose isn't just food, but you could take it to there's always 1 degree more you can take it, man. You can say glucose is the food. You can say glucose is the foundation of your life, like, you know what I mean? And then you can just, it's everything. It can be everything, man. It can be the world, man. You know, glucose is universal, brother. Everybody's body runs on glucose, lad. You know what I mean? And it's a network of people who run off glucose, which really includes every single person on the whole planet, if you want to think about it. What does H stand for? Yeah, whatever you want it to stand for. The Amazonian shamans who use ayahuasca as a tool to connect with the intelligent in nature mention how the jungle is aware of them always, aka life is truly surreal and nature is alive and breathing. Shouts to you. Correct. Greeting from Aleppo. Shouts to you, brother. What's my views on keto? My views on keto is I wouldn't do it. I don't think it's that... I wouldn't do it, brother. You know what I mean? Just because I feel like excluding one macronutrient, I just don't think it'd be balanced for me, and unless under extreme circumstances. But that's my thoughts on it. Ayahuasca's buck wild. Shouts to you, Voodoo Child. Have you ever read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius? No, I never read it, man. You fill me in on the book. Black tea, I don't like how you're saying that you're ugly, dude. How do you make like-minded friends when traveling? Well, you do stuff that you want to do. Like, you meet the people you want to meet very practically just by doing what you feel like you want to do. Like, I know that might sound basic, but if you want to get good at making videos and meet other people who like making videos, well, start making videos and make the videos you want to make. If you want to meet people who love training early mornings because they got other shit to do, but they value training as much as you value training, so they want to get it in at 4 a.m., then train at 4 a.m. You know what I mean? You meet the people you want by always doing what you feel is correct and being yourself. If you start altering that, then yeah, you're going to go to fucking Peru and end up in some bar trying to meet someone with some class and wonder why you can't meet him. Do I shit every morning? I do. You know, I'm very regular with my my evacuation techniques. What are the sizes like for the shirts, Abdullah? They kind of baggy looking. Maybe I should try something smaller. What do you want, brother? You want fitted? Tell me what type of fit you want. If they're not that baggy, brother. It's not like they hang. You know what I mean? They don't hang. They're fairly grippable, but in a good way. Like grip, like make you look slim. Shout out to you, Newton's Law, brother. I'm excited to see how you feel on the fast, and keep up to date with me. I'll keep up to date with you, brother. I'll see you on the next stream. I see George Clooney every now and again, brother. I see him every now and again. I miss him. You know, he's always going to be there for me, man. That's the thing. Have I ever had an eating disorder? Not really. I think I don't know how you classify an eating disorder. Like, I've definitely had an unhealthy relationship with food before. I've never really binged. To be honest with you, I've never binged in my life. Well, how do you classify a binge? Like, I've never been out of control with my eating. Like, anytime I put anything in my mouth, it's because I've genuinely wanted to. I've never been like, oh my God, I'm out of control, stop, I've kept eating. I've never done that. You know what I mean? Are you currently selling shirts? I am, brother. I can. Give Black Tea Studio, give him a spam link. Yeah, I'm being greedy for the next month, brother. I'm trying to sell as many t-shirts as I can, man. We're trying to do something. Nah, dude, it's not. I've done 90 grams of fiber for more than a year straight. I'm fine, brother. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, you know, if you're seeing detrimental effects with your ass and your shit, then it'd be bad. It'd be bad. But if you feel healthy, you feel fine, don't worry about it, you know? If you're going from 90 grams of fiber to 10 grams of fiber to 90 grams, a lot of it has to do, brother. Same thing with sodium. A lot of this shit has to do with consistency and water intake and things like that. So if you're active, high fiber, drinking a lot of water, taking regular poos, that isn't like 10 times a day, you know, and the consistency of your shit, mind my language, is good, then you're good. There's no problem, you know? I'm gonna give away the stream comments, you know what I mean? We can do something special, BW. We can do something special, lad. So much glucose, I'm gonna get diabetes. Shouts to you. Fan accent, you're starting to ask some weird fucking questions, lad. I don't wanna have to ban you, dude. How did I feel away when I moved from I grew up? It didn't feel that bad. I mean, anytime you move away, it's challenging, but isn't that what you want? You know what I mean? Like, don't you want the challenge? You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, you know, people don't move because they're scared of being lonely. Fuck, mate. You know what I mean? All you got yourself is like you and your friends and your family. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's only minimal amount of fucking people. You gotta get used to the sound of your own voice, man. And that's something I personally learned when I left home. First time I left home, I was actually very young. I was actually like 17, and I moved away for a little bit, then came home, and then I moved away again because I felt like I didn't do it properly the first time. And then I stuck with it, you know what I mean? And the next time I moved, I think I was like 18 or something, and I stuck with it. And it was hard sometimes, man. It was hard sometimes. New city. You feel like you feel like, what do I do? Like, who do I see? You know, but you know, as time passes on, it becomes, you know, it becomes home, you know what I mean? Brother, for how much for a signed shirt? You don't need to pay anything extra for a signed shirt. You just buy a shirt and just write, send me an email saying you bought a shirt and you want it to be fucking, I don't know if I you know, you want me to write your name on or whatever you want me to write on it, brother. Yeah, I think my channel attracts good people, brother. And the thing is, I've had haters come to the channel who are haters and turn into non-haters. You know what I mean? Because you just hit them with the love. Now, yeah, maybe when I was putting out bad energy, I had more haters, but not really anymore, brother. Do I shower every day? Yes, bro. How long will you have shirts up? Yeah, I'll have shirts up for the whole of Ramadan, brother. Yeah, bro. See, I started as a hater on the Guzman video. Shouts to you, bro. You're still here. You know what I mean? And we're probably both less haters of the same dude. You know what I mean? The first time I moved away, it was just hard for me, man. You know what I mean? It was just hard for me, like, I don't know, man. I just think, like, it just became hard. I moved away, I couldn't sleep. It's kind of the start of me not being able to sleep. I think a lot of things were going on for me at that time. You know, I don't really know what was happening. All I knew was I couldn't sleep, and I found it just unbearable to be away from home for a while. So I came back, and then I just spent like another year at home, and was just like, I have to leave again, you know? Any tips for back acne? You know, but I can't give you tips on acne because I've never had acne. So you're going to have to find someone who's had acne and ask them, because they will know better than me. I didn't dislike Guzman. I thought you were jealous of Guzman. I've never been jealous of anyone, man. You know what I mean? Like, well, actually, I have been jealous of people before. That's a lie. I don't know why I said that. But when I made that video, if I'm going to be completely honest with you about that Guzman video, when I made that Guzman video, I wasn't jealous of him at all, man. You know what I mean? Was I being a bit of a hater? Like, was I being a bit? I may have gone about it in not in the best way possible, bro. But I was just doing what I felt right was at the time. I felt like the cunt was fucking up, and I felt like I wanted to talk about it, and no one was talking about it. And I felt like everyone was talking about it, but no one was legit, like, actually putting it out there. So I was like, you know what? Fuck all these guys who were quiet. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm gonna speak up about this guy because I think he's a fuckboy. So I said it. You know what I mean? Now I'm not gonna do the same thing because I'd just be wasting my time. I feel like it's just not what I want to do. But I'm very proud of myself that I made that video, because the first video I made it in the basement of another famous YouTuber, a YouTuber's house, who was upstairs doing work. And then I came out and everyone was telling me, like, don't upload this video. And I was like, fuck that, I'm uploading that, who cares? You know what I mean? Anytime I get that feeling in my stomach where I start to feel nervous, I always err on the side of what I know is right. And at the time I knew it was right to press upload. So I pressed upload, you know? You know, so, you know, I'm not really concerned with people who, even when people were calling me a hater for that video, I wasn't really concerned by it, man. But I did listen to them, and I did question myself eventually and say, like, am I a hater? Am I jealous? Why did I make that video? And I had to work out in my head, why did I actually make it? You know what I mean? At what point growing up did you realize you're different to the conventional ideal? Well, I've never had the thing is, bro, I was never, you know, like I'm saying, brother, I was just blessed, you know. I'm not trying to say it like it's an unattainable thing. I was just blessed. Like, I had a family around me. You don't need this, because you can just tell yourself this, but I was fortunate in the fact that I had specifically a mum and a grandma who were very, very fucking hell-bent on not letting me be like everybody else, or not letting me assimilate to be everybody else, you know what I mean? It's not like they kept me locked up in a room, but, you know, they put me out there and shit, but they always reminded me, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just, being influenced from a young age and been practicing it from a young age, you know what I mean? Abdullah, do you know why the bike couldn't stand up? It was too tight. Shouts to you. Tips on getting up in the morning rather than clicking snooze. Brother, it's just practice, you know what I mean? The more you practice not hitting snooze, the better you get at it. Now, like, I tell you, I know this from my own experience, like, I'm in a one snooze mode right now, so I snooze for one, you know what I mean? But I've been there before when literally it goes off and bang, up in 10 seconds. But you just got to practice, you know what I mean? So it's just, you start one day and you just start bankrolling every other day doing the same thing. Why Lovato don't upload videos? Last time I checked out Lovato, bro, me and Lovato chilled out, and he was going through a bit of a revolution himself, where he was coming full circle on the fitness industry. I think he felt disconnected from the fitness industry. He saw the ego in the industry. This is every single industry, not just fitness industry. There's good and bad in every industry, but that he was just in the industry he was at the time. I think he saw it. I think he saw the greed. I think he saw the hate. I think he didn't want to take part in it no more, and so he stopped for a while. But he's still in it, bro. Like, in a good way. Like, now he posts some shit. So shouts to Lovato, man. I've never done stand up. Why every time someone critique someone, it's hate? Someone's like, no, this cunt needs to be called out, you know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, I think there's a complete difference, you know? There's a complete difference, you know? Up words with no value, that's hate. Like, oh, you're fat, oh, you're ugly, oh, you this, oh, you're this, you know? Every time I've been called out for hate, it's never been hate, because I've always provided the reasons to why I've come to these conclusions. Do you know what I mean? I've always provided valid reasons to why I think this is wrong. And, you know, I'm not the cunt, man. Like, I'm the type of cunt where it's like, I want you to be as loving and fucking good as you can be. But sometimes, man, you got to know where the line is. Sometimes you got to know when is the time to say, nah, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? This is a cancerous fucking mentality, and I don't fucking like it. You have to have the courage to say that, man. You can't be... You can't learn on the other side where you're too far into it and it's like a fake sense of, because we live in a world where people want to be fake and shit. Like, people want to act like they're positive. People want to act like they actually believe this shit. People want to act like they want to do good by others. I don't want you to fucking act. I don't care about you fucking acting. You know, I've done it before where you try and tell yourself that you believe in this shit. No, it's bullshit. It doesn't mean you're still a fucking hater at heart. No, fuck that. You know what I mean? You want to believe in this shit, man. And when you believe in it and you see someone coming at it, it's just like, nah, fuck that. You speak up about it. And it's critique. And it's critique, man. It's critique. You know, because it's critique because you're backing up what you're saying with more than just meaningless words. You're backing it up with action. You're backing it up by the way you live your life. You're backing it up with the intention of what you say, you know? That's what makes you the critic. Hate is just sitting on your fucking couch, jacking off, watching Lisa Ann videos today, and being like, yeah, Guzman makes too much money, fuck the cunt. You know, I'm not one of, I was watching a dude the other day and he was just hating on fitness YouTubers and shit. I'm not one to hate on fitness YouTubers no more and say, oh, this fitness YouTuber, that, oh, fitness YouTuber, oh, that fitness YouTuber and shit. It's just like, you know, my priority with those videos was just to aware people not to be a mindless fucking drone and subscribe to mindless content that makes someone else more mindless. And that breeds mindlessness. You know what I mean? What's my typical post-ride recovery meal? It's usually pea protein, brother, and granola. Right now I've been doing pea protein granola. I get caught up in negative thoughts sometimes, but I never act on them. I get caught up with negative thoughts every single day, bro. I mean, I think that's just life, man. You know what I mean? I go through periods of peaks of negative thoughts and droughts of negative thoughts. I just tell myself every time, brother, like anytime I start getting sick in my own mind, I just tell myself this shit's a wave, man. Appreciate it, eh? Because you got to appreciate the moment. You have to appreciate it because it comes and goes, man. Sometimes I feel like I go through a month of just like powerful thinking, and then I go through a month of just like the worst thinking. But I learn to appreciate it because I know there's a curve to every side of it. For every uphill, there's a downhill. Now, I try and make it so it's more flatline, and I'm not having these. You don't want to be one of these cunts. It's like riding a bike with these major swings where you swing from like the epiphanies to the pitfalls, every day. But some people like that. They're on that fucking emotional roller coaster. But I do recognize that it is a bit of a roller coaster, and part of the fun is just embracing the journey for what it is. I'll let you know about the shirts, brother. I'll let you know about the shirts, man. Hopefully today we pumped a few away. I think you're meant to have weird thoughts. I think you're designed to have weird thoughts. I think you're designed to question yourself. I think the biggest thing that the problem is with our world is that it's denied. I think it's frowned upon. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, is a motherfucker going to frown on you for trying to add 1 kilo on doing a dumbbell curl? No, they're going to say, look, bro, if you want to get stronger, put 1 more kilo on the fucking bar. Now, what makes you think you can fucking go every single fucking day without having no fucking objections in your own mind? What makes you think you can go one day without having a negative thought, man? I mean, like, what makes you think that's a good thing? You know what I mean? I want to be challenged. I want to be conflicted morally. That's what makes it an interesting fucking story. Watch a movie. When people are conflicted morally, it's interesting. It's a sick journey. People learn from it. That's how you get stronger. That's how you get better. So I embrace it. And once you embrace it, you realize that all the lessons that you ever need to learn are within you and are exemplified through experiences. And the only way you learn it, just like the only way fucking the cunt made the best album when he was 17 years old, is letting go, is accepting, you know what I mean? So when I walk down the street and I tell myself I hate myself, I either drown that fucking thought out, don't confront it, don't put any level of, I'm not saying you have to act on it and hate yourself, but if I just fucking go to the doctor, get medicated, say I'm depressed, I'll never have to deal with it. I never have to face it. I never have an opportunity to understand the lesson that comes from overcoming that. And that only comes from letting go and accepting it. You see what I mean, brother? It's the same shit with fucking everything. It's the same shit, man. All Pro hazelnut chocolate ice cream, shit was mad good. The vanilla one's even better, lad. The vanilla one's even better. And if you go to Asda, they got that hazelnut one too. It's off its head. I just got hyped for a second there, eh? I feel like I'm coming down from that hype of that question. I try and breathe. Please make enough black shirts. I got a black shirt, lad. I think I got like a medium and large. If you want to hit me up on email. Properly breathing help focus. Yeah, 100%. Fabian for fitness. Good to see you. My negative thoughts usually relate to bad, embarrassing things I've done in the past. It's hard to let go of these things. I feel like they will be with me for life. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you have the opportunity to give value to those experiences that you want to. I mean, like, you can look back on an experience and let it hinder you, let it paralyze you for future decisions. Or you can look back and use it as a tool to reflect on it and say, and deal with it however you want to deal with it. You know what I mean? How much is the shirt in GBP? I mean, do the conversion, probably like £20 or something. Shipped. That's shipped and delivered. Glucose Network Shopify. Look it up, lad. Do you know Australian greyhounds forced to race cheetahs in Shanghai? What? See, that shit's fucked up, man. Yeah, Illmatic was a fucking revolutionary album. It's very, that's what I love about listening to Illmatic. That's what I love about listening to any good album is it's empowering. And it's empowering, you know why it's so empowering? Because it's just permission, and you don't need permission, but it's just good to see someone express themselves however they want to with no filter. Because then you think in your head, I've got every single right to do the exact same thing. And it just goes to show you, man, done properly, shit lasts forever, eh? Like New York, New York State of Mind, World Is Yours, you know what I mean, The Message, Affirmative Action, shit like that. I still remember them vividly. How many years ago were they written, dude? You know what I mean? Like, if you think about that, there's some of my fuckers on here and shit, like, the album is like 3 years older than them. I mean, was made 4 years, 5, 6 years before they were born. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Now we don't live in a time like that, man. Like, back then, you think back then when Nas came out with an album and shit, you think he was concerned about whether he dropped an album every fucking day of the week? You think he was concerned about like, oh, if he didn't drop an album in 4 days, like, who was going to make him feel like he was worth? Like, do you think he was concerned about that? You know what I mean? Like, was his self-worth like dependent on the frequency of how many albums he dropped? He was concerned about expression. He was concerned about the words he spoke, not how many fucking words he was speaking. I don't know who Silverchair is, brother. How do you avoid anxiety? I don't know how you avoid it, man. I mean, sometimes you're meant to be anxious about shit. You don't need to avoid it. You know, okay, debilitating anxiety where you're just anxious 24/7, obviously that's not a good thing, eh? But I think anxiety can be a great thing, man. You know what I mean? Because usually I'm getting anxious for a reason. And I'm not the type of guy who doesn't want to know the reason. I want to know why I feel anxious about a situation. You know what I mean? Like, that's something I want to be in tune with. Like, I want to be able to be like, oh, I'm getting anxious because of this. And I want to learn from my anxieties. You know what I mean? Because I recognize that anxiety can be debilitating and it can be torturous to live with. But there's a reason why you get it. It's not just, you know, people try and act like this shit, the universe just fucking dish them anxiety for no fucking reason. And that's when you become a fucking Xanax, doped, medicated psychology, the world's happening to me, not with me type of person, victim. You know what I mean? You got anxiety for a reason, and usually it's your own fault. Usually it's happened to you for a reason, to show you something. You know what I mean? That's what I believe in. Now, you might not believe in it, but that's what I believe in. So it's a valuable time for you to understand why. You know what I mean? That's the blessingness of it. Any chance of the new chandelier with some t-shirt money? Mate, no brother. You know, with the t-shirt money, you know, people, if you haven't got a t-shirt yet, get the t-shirt. With the t-shirt money, we're filming a new series at the end of the month, bro. So I'm in full money I'm gonna say it again, I'm in full money making mode for the whole of Ramadan. You know, if you can't eat, make money. That's the motto of Ramadan. If you can't eat, you make money. So shout outs to you, bro. Shouts to you, Shazda. Anybody who bought a shirt during this live stream, let me know. I want to see. I want to look you in your eyes and give you the shout out. Thank you so much, Shazda. I really appreciate it. That shirt, I'm going to kiss that fucking shirt for you. I hope that shirt brings you every single opportunity that you want in your life. And every time you wear it, remember that you're wearing the fabric of a higher power. Yeah, brother, I never got anything. I never got anything great out of denying my anxiety. I'll tell you that, man. You know what I mean? A lot of the anxiety comes, bro, from denying the anxiety. It comes back to the resistance. You know what I mean? Like, just let fucking go, lad. You know what I mean? Just let go. Just embrace it. Once you embrace it, it's cool. I used to walk down the street like, I'm anxious. Why am I anxious? I'm starting to sweat. I'm crazy. I'm one of those guys. And the self-talk was just debilitating, lad. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I was bringing about 90% of my own suffering at my own accord. We live in a world where 90% of people actively choose their own suffering through several parts of their own life. Through the TV they watch, through the diet they fucking eat, through who they fucking hang out with, through the fucking toilet paper they wipe their ass with. And when I realized that, I told myself, I looked in the mirror and said, look, cunt, you're not crazy. You're choosing to be crazy. Let go. And then when I let go, lad, and said, you know what? Fuck it. If I'm anxious, I'm fucking anxious. The anxiety died away. Straight away, dude. Straight away. I'm talking literally within 10 minutes, dude. I was flipping pancakes and shit like, this is the easiest fucking shit. I can't believe I've wanted to take my life for the last fucking year. You know what I mean, bro? It was just like, wow. All it took was for me to accept what's happening. Fuck. You know, and I still get anxious sometimes, bro. But I tell myself, fuck it, who cares? You know, it is what it is. I'm anxious, let's be fucking anxious. And then within 10 minutes, I'm like, what am I having for dinner tonight? I'm hungry. You know, I've gone and met up with cunts before and got anxious before. And I tell myself, fuck it, if I'm the most anxious cunt, when I meet this cunt, who gives a fuck, mate? I meet them, I'm able to express myself without even thinking about it. Because I made the decision to let it be 10 minutes before. I got Netflix, brother. Speaking of Netflix, brother, I got Netflix. Shout out to you, Matty Claxton, brother. I'm gonna bless your shirt. I'm sending them all out today, brother, because yesterday that shit was shut. So everyone who ordered a shirt yesterday, everyone who ordered a shirt today, I'm sending that shit out today. I'm gonna kiss it. You know, I want to get a Polaroid camera and shit. You know, so I can take Polaroids and like chuck them in there and shit, just so I can, I don't know, give you a piece of me, bro. You know, I watched a movie with Jesse the other night, that new one with Brad Pitt in it. The one he's like is it Brad Pitt? I forgot his name, mate. Maybe it's Brad Pitt. The army one. You know, I watched the movie the other day too. I'm a big fan of watching movies, lad. You know, every now and again I watch a movie. I watched Get Out. Get Out's a fucking sick movie. Shouts to the recommendation. I'm gonna kiss it, bro. You know, honestly, I'm actually gonna fucking. I wish the best for you with that shirt, man. Seriously. Yeah, Get Out. Oi, dude. Oi, I messaged my mate Thomas yesterday. I told him, I said, how psychotic was the bit when she was like I get hell whacked with scary movies, man. Like I'm like kind of like I kind of do the weird like bitch out like look, kind of like with my eyes squinted. I was like this, man. When she was hypnotizing him, how scary was the bit, dude? When she was hypnotizing him, and she was like sink, and he was like wait, and she was like sink, and he just fucking. That was the scariest bit, dude. And also the bit when like he goes up the stairs, and then the bit when he goes up the stairs, and then everyone stops. Yeah, spoiler alert. Shut your ears. And everyone stops and looks up, and then in your mind you're like, your shit just got fucking real, dude. It's actually happening. That was actually a real killer movie for me to watch, because it was just clean. You know what I mean? It's just a clean movie. Nothing special about it other than everything that needed to be special about it. Like the acting was good, the storyline was good, the pace of it. If you think about this, like the actual like the pace of it, like everything was happening at the correct time. You know what I mean? And even you notice when you watch movies that I love watching movies, man, because I appreciate the craft of it. Like I appreciate the craft of watching a movie like. I appreciate the craft of watching a movie like Get Out and noticing the continuity. That's what I love watching, and I'm a fan of that. And I literally would pay $15-20 to watch that shit every fucking time over, because I appreciate the craft that someone's taken. Like I remember seeing at the start of it, dude, when that guy got knocked out on the street, and he's getting pulled back, and the way the cunt's pulling him back into the car, his legs are like really like there's like a form to it. And then when he knocks out the same dude later in the movie inside the house, it's like you notice that it's the exact same form, and the body position looks exactly the same with the legs. And I was like, it literally looks like you know it's the same dude knocking the dude out. I think that's what's great about low budget films, man, and what it makes me feel empowered to do shit on fuck all, to literally never be limited in the way you think and what you want to do, bro. Because some of the best films of all time, if you think about them, they're literally beyond having decent enough cameras to film them. The money gets spent on like the set and the catering and the barista and people's time. That's all you're paying for, and the sets and shit, and then post-production. But the post-production's not like some mad VFX heavy shit. There's none of that, dude. Like think about Get Out. Like how many VFX were there? There was that sick VFX of like the dude doing the sync thing. That thing was G. Like if they spent 50 G's on making that happen, or whatever they spent, I don't know how much that shit goes for, that was completely worth it. Like if you think about the music, I noticed a lot of the music, dude. If you think about Get Out, which was sick, the music, there wasn't a lot of music in it, bro. I'm giving it a mad review, eh? But I was telling Jess when I was watching it, I said, like, there's only music at key times. Like, there's a lot of just silence throughout and then there's just key bits of like music, and then when the music comes in, you don't even notice it, bro. But when you think about it, you're like, fuck, there's only like 5-6 times there's music in the movie, bro. You know. So, you know, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of it, man. Like, it was sick, man. Like, I was taking a piss at night, and I was like I was looking in the mirror. I'm like waiting for some girl to like be looking over me and shit, and be like, oh fuck, here we go, hey. Shouts to you, James Joyce. What movie did you see fill us in, brother? Why are people trying to fit in? I mean, the thing is, bro, we live in a world of assimilation. You know, that's my true belief. I mean, people, you know, like, we live in a mass system. I know, and I'm not trying to say this in like an unempowering. I'm not trying to say this in like an unempowering way. I think this is empowering talk, because if you try and understand it to the best of your ability, you gain the perspective on how to not be in a part of it. You know what I mean? So first stage is, and this is a message to myself, you know what I mean? I'm not just trying to say this to act like some guru to be above you. I'm telling you, the first stage is for myself, and this might be the case for you, is to do the hardest thing that 90% of the cunts can't do, is open your fucking eyes. That's hard, man. To actually see, man. To actually see is hard, man. You know what I mean? To see what's actually happening, to hear what's actually happening, to feel what's actually happening. That's real hard, man. You know what I mean? And I feel like I think the fitting in, and the reason I walk down the street and I see so many cunts, and it's like they all look the same, and they all consciously, whether it's conscious or unconsciously, makes decisions every day that put them in the same box as the cunt next to them. You know what I mean? I think it's from a lack of disconnection. And also, it's a control thing, bro, because I think the way the world's run is capitalistic, whatever you want, a consumeristic way. You know, we support the elites or whatever, we're beneath them or whatever, however you want to think about it, is the way to control you, bro. You know, it's reverse engineered, because they control you by your desire, by what you want. They know, like, think about when you were a kid, before the world started to dawn on you. You know, you want few things, brother. You want a fucking house over your head. You want to be loved. You want to have friends. You want your mum to kiss you on the fucking on the you want your mum to kiss you on the cheek. Now, I think, just from my own observation, I think once you cross a certain level, systems in place get put there to kind of take you away from that level of thinking and reintroduce more shit to start to distracting you, and then almost create a system where it strips that from you and then tries to re-give it to you in a more fucked up way that you can never attain. You know what I mean? So I feel like the world, you know, systems in place know that you want to feel loved. They know that you want to be cool. They know that you want to have a roof over your head. They know that you want to feel safe. You know what I mean? They know you want your mum to kiss you on the cheek, and then they try and develop a way where they can sell it back to you, but you never achieve it. That's why you get cunts working jobs their whole life that they never want to do, and they don't even know why they're doing it. That's why you get cunts wearing the same fucking shit all the time. Because, bro, like, when I see a cunt who's just trying to keep up with the fashion, keep up with the trend, on a deeper level, it's not just because he just wants to, you know, look good in the mirror. It's because he thinks that if he dresses like that, you know, he's going to be loved for it. And ultimately, that's what people want. You know, the thing is, bro, people go... The thing is, you can go flip side, man. You know, and someone just mentioned it there. You can go full flip side, brother. Like, you can recognize it and then try so hard not to fit in that you get so far removed from who you are that you become like everybody else. You, at your core level, are an individual. You, at your core level, but you, at your core level, are unique. You know what I mean? But you're a part of something greater, brother. So if you realize that, then you realize that there is no effort for unique. There is no effort, man. That you don't need to put effort into standing out and being unique, because you are unique. All you have to do is let it be. Once you let it be, embrace who you are, man. You embrace who you are, and you embrace something that 90% of the world can't do, man. And you already become this unique cunt, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, every time I felt like I was trying to fit in, I just told myself and shit, I say, mate, if you find me another cunt out there who's got the name of Abdullah Zainab, with the same fucking DNA, with the same fucking genetic makeup that I do, you tell me, lad. Because other than then, you know, I've been walking around with the most unique cunt on the planet the whole time. I just never realised it. You know, what is unique? Unique's not defined by the way, what clothes you wear. You know what I mean? We live in a world where that's uniqueness, where what you wear is what you wear is meant to make you unique, which is meant to put a value on top of your head. I do like a walk around in shorts and slides all year though. Shout out to you, brother. More of Joey D followers want to be urban techno ravers and don't resonate with deeper meanings. No, Joey D's got some sick followers, bro. Yeah, Joey D's got some sick followers. Yeah, I know some people didn't take well to me on his channel and shit, but, you know, I don't really care, man. You know what I mean? The funny thing is, we were actually speaking some pretty funny shit and using pea protein as a reference, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, when it comes to talk shit about it, it's just kind of funny. It's just like, when you come full circle, you'll come back to this video and you'll be giving me a shout out. You'll be saying we were pioneering that shit with pea protein reviews. That's what you're going to be saying when you come back to it. You did enlighten Joe about the sodium. Oh, dude, shout out to you, James Joyce. Oh, dude, me and Joe were eating pea protein every day. I was eating like 4 serves of pea protein every day. And then James Joyce hit me up and was like, you know, there's a gram of sodium per scoop. Per scoop. And I was like, fuck, dude. No wonder my toes are going purple in the shower. Mate, I found Abdullah through Joey's video, man. Yeah, straight up. I didn't say it, you know, like, shout out to all his followers, man. I mean, anytime you put yourself out there on other people's channels and shit, you know, you get a bunch of responses, man. You get a bunch of responses, man. Have a nice day. Shout out to you. Who's manufacturing a shirt? I got to go who manufactures the shirts, bro. Yeah, I was eating 4 scoops a day, man. That pea protein's revolutionary. I got one now here. It's just in Melbourne, brother. But it's a different type of pea protein, bro. It's like it's more neutral. Yeah, bro. But I wasn't eating. You know, my body weight was nice and low when I was in the UK, bro. I was probably a bit fatter, but I wasn't really eating many vegetables, bro. I was just eating pea protein and like ice cream and fucking just dirty shit, man. I was eating like pea protein and I was my shit, dude. Ask Joe, man. Like, I went through a 4-day fucking period, dude, where every day I was in every day, man. Like it was like it was crazy. Gymshark made 52 million this year. It's so motivating. They've only been going for like 4 years. Shouts to, yeah, Gymshark's a fucking empire, man. You know what I mean? Gymshark's a fucking empire, bro. They got a big reach in the community, man. All over the world, man. And they really capitalized at such an early time on, you know, social media. You know what I mean? And I think that's why their success has been so great, man. Because they were the first dudes, you know, to do the YouTuber thing, man. To get YouTubers to wear their clothing and shit. And the first is always the best, man. So now we've seen the trend of people trying to be like Gymshark, but they'll never be Gymshark because Gymshark was always the first, you know what I mean? And I'm not hating on Gymshark either, brother. I think Gymshark have some I've seen some Gymshark clothing shit, like, fuck, that's actually fucking nice shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, you get used to the taste of pea protein, or you're not getting a good one, man. Pea protein's come a far way, man. A long way. You know what I mean? So now it's getting good. Anyway, people. I think I met a couple of the owners once. They came to Melbourne to exhibit. And I met a couple of them. I think I met one of the co-owners. They were cool dudes, man. I didn't try the My Protein vegan blend. I tried a different one. I had the My Protein vegan bars. They were sick, man. They tasted real good. Or they weren't even My Protein. They were what's the other one? The one Joe D sponsored by, that brand. Shout out to you, Free Tibet. Okay, everybody, man. That's it. That's day 3. I'll be back tomorrow for day 4. Shout out to everybody who purchased a t-shirt today. I really appreciate it. Shout out to all of you, man. I got to call Eddie. I think Eddie the man just got called back into work. I'm about to call him. Shout out to all of you. Day 4 tomorrow, same time, same streaming parameters, same people. Tommy Evans. Shout out to you, Bretsky. Have a great day, bro. Respect to everybody. Shout out to Naomi. Shout out to all of you. Peace.